What's going on, everybody? DJ GoHam here. Welcome back to the channel. I hope you guys are having a great day. Today we have a whole plethora of information to talk about, so we need to get right into it. First things first, we've got new mods. That's right, we've gotten some new mods today. These are not quite new, though. These are both, I say both, these are two mods technically. These are both Giants software mods. This is why they slipped under our radar, as FSC put it, and we had no idea that they were even throwing them out here. So what we've got is we've got the JCB 260 and the 325T. You guys may remember these from Farming Simulator 17. We got the wheeled version, which looks super funny, to be honest with you, and we've got the tracked version. We've also got a bell spike, we've got a log fork grapple thing, we've got your silage grappler, you got a pallet forks, you got a bucket, and you've got a stump grinder, and we got the Kuhn Verimaster 153, which is a plow, and it's from Giant Software. Again, we're getting port mods. It's okay. There's new stuff still to be played with. Nonetheless, you guys can farm the way you want. So let's jump in and let's check these out right away. We're going to go into skid steers, and we're going to go over to the JCB. Now, the interesting part here is that the New Holland skid steer is available in a wheeled version and a tracked version. But the JCB is just available in a tracked version. Well, click it. What you're going to see is you've got configurations. We have the 260 and the 325T. Now, when you come right in, it is going to go straight for the 325T. If you do not want that, that's going to cost you $10,000 extra. Just bump over. It's going to bring you back down to zero, so 58 grand total as opposed to 68 grand. That is the only thing. You cannot change horsepower, nothing like that. So let's jump in here and let's take a look. Let's see how this drives. Let's see. Wow. This is actually driving pretty darn good, I gotta say. Very, very good. Let's bring this up. And that seems to be about as high as we can go with that. Yep. And let's check out the tracked version. Let's see how well this drives. Of course, that raises and lowers just fine. And to be honest, they feel about the same. So if you guys are driving both of these, let's jump back in here. One more time. There is a horsepower difference here. So if you've got one, the track version goes 8 miles an hour, the wheeled version goes 12. If that is a big deal for you, then you're going to want to go with the wheeled version, just to let you know. And of course, we have the plow right here. That's going to be found in plows. And then you're going to go to the right Verimaster right there. 2 meter working width, 7 miles per hour. You're going to need 120 horsepower. Ignore some of the other stuff on here. We are on the PC today, but these mods are available on all platforms. Now, we have all of these implements. These things are pretty cool. To get these, you want to go into Tools, Skid Steer, and then we're going to go to the right. Here you go. Bill Spear, Brush and Log Fork, Manure Fork, Pallet Fork, Universal Shovel, and Stump Grinder. Now, none of these, to my knowledge, can be, none of these can be customized. So if that's a deal breaker for you, I do apologize. You can change the color on the Paladins from gray to red, which does stink because none of our in-game skid steers are red. Yeah, not sure what's up with that. Hey, just my opinion, that's all. So that is everything new that we have gotten in game today. Now, this is not Ravenport. This is not our test map. This is Mercury Farms. Yes, it is. Mercury Farms is done and is now with Giants. So we have the version that was sent to Giants for testing. Boom, baby. And guess what is back? Oh, yeah. The building of the house. Item for sale? No longer. Bam. One thing to note is this can be undone if you really wanted to. Just kind of swing around the back door, hit that same button that you did, so that would be circle or B, depending on what kind of controller you are using. Bam. Now it is back to the way it was, and you don't have to change it. It still works just fine. So this has been sent off. If you guys are watching this day of, we're going to be doing a live stream later on today from this map. We're going to be doing a 2-hour live stream from Mercury Farms. So get hype for that. Very, very exciting stuff here. Thank you so much, Jim. Super, super awesome stuff. Yes, 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 yes. Okay. There's a couple new things, but we're not going to show you that now. We're going to show you that stuff tonight. Next up, we have some information from Realismus Modding on how the grass and hay is going to work once Seasons for FS19 comes out. At the bottom, you can see it says Seasons 19 early development screenshot. Everything is subject to change. We will be going from right to left on this picture, so keep that in mind. Mowing. Moist grass becomes wet grass swath. Dry grass will have a head start in the drying process, so don't mow wet grass. It's going to take a while. Ooh, and it's going to become moist. I love that they put that in there. Next up, tedding. In the middle of tedding, wet grass can be turned to lower the time it takes to dry in the sun. So what I'm seeing right here is we can take wet grass, flip it just like you would in real life, but it's going to have to dry in the sun. We can't just come through and ted it and it immediately becomes hay. Very cool. Very cool. That adds an entirely different bit to Seasons, and I love that. And last but not least, on the left, we have raking. After the grass dried in the sun, it can be raked. If it gets wet, it will rot. So, after the grass has dried in the sun, it can be raked. So that's when you're going to want to do that. You're going to want to swath it out, or not swath it out, but just make it all nice and easy. You can see that we've got the crone over here on the right, but I don't think you're going to want to make that the way it looks. I think you're going to want to not do the swath and do it completely flat down so you've got like one level of grass, because it's going to dry each level independently, I'm assuming anyway. So after the grass is dried in the sun, it can be raked. If the grass gets wet, it will rot. So do not let grass get wet. I'm assuming if it rains, it will rot and slowly start decaying. That's bad. Very, very bad. But great information from Realismus Modding. Thank you so much for letting us know and keeping us up to date with all of the updates. That is so cool. Thank you. And last but certainly not least, we have 2 mods in testing right now and 219 waiting to be tested. We have Alps Panorama at the Northern Sea, and we have Grizzly Mountain. Now, those keen-eyed of you may see that Marwell Manor is not on this list anymore. I do not have information on Marwell Manor. I do know that both of these maps were on the previous list in the same fashion. So Alps Panorama and Northern Sea, that was not being tested for console at this time, nor was Marwell Manor. Now, the way it works is mods have to go through maps. They have to go through initial testing first, so they have to pass for PC. Once they pass for PC, they move on to console testing. Though a mod may be in testing for console and PC, it does have to pass for PC first. So keep that in mind. There is a chance that Marwell Manor has passed and that we will get it later next week. There is a chance that Marwell Manor has failed, and that will have to go back to Oxygen David for revamping and then be resubmitted to Giants. Keep that in mind. Just put that in the back of your head. So that is going to be it for today. That's all the information I have for you as of right now. New mods. We have Mercury Farms that has been submitted to Giants. We have new information on Seasons, and we have your daily mod update. So guys, that is going to be it for today. I hope you liked. If you did, make sure you do that. If you disliked, make sure you do that. If you haven't already, make sure you subscribe. Do that. And turn on that bell. Do it. So you know every time we do stuff. That being said, hope you guys have a great day, and we will see you later. Peace.